So, tabloids. I think they're one of those things where it's really, really, really obviously stupid. Like, you look at this and you're like, wow, really? But yeah, it's one of those things where everyone kind of reads them. You know, I mean, even if you don't go out and buy one at the grocery store, like this one, you can get it in the library or at the doctor's office. A lot of times you'll have these just sitting around, and then people take that as an excuse to flip through them. And I just think that it's kind of funny how we talk about tabloids in a negative way, but yeah, it's something we're all really obsessed with, and it seems to be perpetuated, especially in the last few years. It seems like the celebrity culture has only grown, and our need to know everything about our favorite pop star or musician or athlete or actor has risen. We want to know who they're dating, we want to know all about their children, we want to know what designers they're wearing, we want to know who does their makeup, we want to know what they do on their days off, we want to know everything. We're dying. And, we really don't know these people. We feel like we know them. We see them all the time on TV. We see them in these magazines. We see them in concerts and movies, everything. And we feel like, hey, I have some kind of relationship with this person. But when it comes down to it, you really don't. You really don't know these people that you're reading about. I think that tabloids serve three purposes in our society. Those towards the bottom in the lower working classes, even the middle class, always have had this desire to be in the upper classes as well as have access to the upper classes, because as you rise in the class system, access to the various levels decreases. Most people have some type of desire to be in a higher class, to mobilize and move to a higher class. Class mobility is decreasing in American society, and it's harder to move up the ladder. A tabloid is a way for those in the lower classes to have access to those in the higher classes. Those featured in tabloids are usually people that are very, very wealthy, very, very rich, very, very successful, and very, very inaccessible. But when you can open one of these and learn everything about these people, it's fascinating, and it opens that door between regular people and famous people. It sort of serves as this connection between putting others down as well as building ourselves up, because we can be like, yeah, celebrities have fat, they have cellulite, they look just as disgusting as I do. And when the magazines bash people for their weight and how they look, which happens in pretty much every issue, people then will probably feel better about themselves, and they'll probably feel like, oh, this person isn't this completely barbie-doll-like person, it's just an image, and they look ugly, so now I don't have to feel like shit about myself. But at the same time, these magazines are making people feel like shit about themselves, because then they tell them about all of these different products that they need to buy and how to lose weight and diet tips. So there's sort of this dichotomy and abusive relationship between building other people's self-esteem up and also simultaneously tearing it down. Tabloids often have style and beauty sections of products you can buy, as well as a bunch of advertisements, and it's filled with all kinds of different things that you have the opportunity to consume, and they encourage that you consume these things. They always talk about the latest fashion trends and why you should buy a particular print or pattern or a type of fabric. The tabloids really serve as a way to encourage people to buy things. Makes sense, as it's a big business and they make a lot of money. Thank you all. I love you all so much, and I will see you next week. Mwah.